Here's an easy tip to make your travel photos more interesting.
Alternative angles. It's what it sounds like. It's not the same boring angle that everybody else is taking it from. Again, that sometimes it's a good angle, but it might be so good that everybody's taking that shot. So why not try something else?
Well, then let's look at some examples.
Sounds good. So I walked into this room in this gorgeous library in Paris. It's spectacular. It was actually featured in the 2024 opening ceremonies for the Olympics in Paris, and you can see why. When you walk in, you'd be tempted, like everybody else I see, to just take a quick picture and that would be that. But that's not who I am. I looked at it and I saw that there were just too many people standing, too much clutter in a certain way. But also, you just didn't get the scope of the room. You didn't get the ceiling with the beautiful stained glass windows and the cities and the details. Wanting to get that, I put my phone on the ground, flipped it upside down so that the lenses were down toward the bottom where you see those little silver studs. And I leaned it back, took a series of pictures at different angles. So since there's no viewfinder, I couldn't see the screen because of how I had it. I had just basically just took a few different shots. So I had a few people looking at me, then I showed them the screen, and then of course they then wanted to do it. They were having some difficulty, so I did it for them. But you can do this pretty easy. Literally just put your phone down on the ground, tilt it back, take a few shots, see what you got, adjust, take a few more, and you're good. Here you have the main Paris City Hall, or Hôtel de Ville. I'm sure I said that really awfully, but my French is not yet that well developed. It was a beautiful shot in and of itself, but I just wanted to do something different. I always suggest that you take that first shot you see and then look for something different. So I did. Like the last shot I showed, I put this down, of course, not in the puddle. And in this case, it was horizontal. Took a few shots, looked at it, took a few more shots, and called it a day. So here you see the reflection. Again, just gives a lot more depth and just interesting. When you're standing up, the reflection doesn't look like this. So another tip, if you're doing reflection shots in puddles, get down to the puddle. And because the reflection from there is not going to be the reflection you see when you're standing up. So you just have to look a little bit more closely at puddles if you want to do these cool reflection shots. All right, the Eiffel Tower, obviously. You can tell this is the Eiffel Tower just by the details here. So this is just more a matter of taking a detail from a different angle, like getting almost underneath it. And last shot with the Eiffel Tower again. So here we have it standing in its all its vertical glory, but in this horizontal shot, I was off on a bridge and I decided to shoot through the bridge. And then you can see the locks that are littering Paris. You've got the boat coming through. So all these little details added extra to the shot. So it's not just a picture of the Eiffel Tower. It gives you a sense of context, but also shows it from a different perspective. So it's not exactly like every other Eiffel Tower picture you've shot. These are just a few examples, just so you can see that you don't have to take the first shot. And I encourage you to take the first shot. I call that the safety shot. But once you do, look around. I'm sure you can find something possibly more interesting. And if it's not more interesting, at least you tried. And it'll open you up toward looking for alternative angles first. There you go.
If you want more tips like this, please like and subscribe.
Remember to hit the bell icon if you want to be informed when we post new content. Thanks.